All right, and it is that time, everyone. It's that time to once again live, laugh, and love right here on Marilyn's Cafe Society on the YouTube channel. Well, welcome. Welcome to the 19th edition of this show. It's a Tuesday, December 21st, 2021. And so, how are you doing? Are you busy in the holiday mode, running around, getting that last minute shopping done in the store, standing in long lines, spending money? Well, listen, like most of you, things have been very busy for me as well. But you know what? I've been powering through it all. That's right. That's what we got to do. You just got to keep on pushing and keep on moving and keep doing what you're doing. And eventually, you'll get it done. All right. All right. I'm counting on it. I'm betting on it. And I am definitely faithful. So listen. While we're talking about this holiday season and winter and everything, I said today was Tuesday, December the 21st, right? And what that means is today is the first day of winter. And so this will be the shortest day of this year, that is in the Northern Hemisphere. Of course, that means that starting tomorrow, days will get longer, or, in terms of daylight, we'll get more and more daylight as we push through the new year and, of course, hit spring again. So I'm excited. I'm excited that we're going to be on the other side of all of the darkness after today. So, and, it's really interesting that, we're in the winter season and, I guess today is officially winter, but we really haven't had it that bad, right? So I've been appreciating some of the milder temps that we've been experiencing. And, I don't know where you live. You may be used to not having snow during the Christmas holiday season, but here in the Midwest, we, kind of sort of look forward to having snow for the Christmas holiday time, but the weather forecasters are saying that we will not have Christmas snow. In fact, on Christmas Eve here in the Chicagoland area, we're supposed to be near 60, if not in the 60s, and that is truly amazing. So who knows? You may smell a lot of barbecue happening on Christmas Day, or at least the day before Christmas. People may be tempted to pull those grills out and do some barbecuing. All right. All right. Well, listen, we're going to keep it short. I know. Some of you joked with me about this last week. I said the same thing. We're going to keep it short. And I went, 30 plus minutes. But listen, today we really will keep it short because I know everyone's in holiday mode. Everyone's holidaying. And so we really are going to keep it short. So let's get right to it. Let's look at some of our latest reports on the coronavirus and what's happening in the world. According to Johns Hopkins, we're now just over 275.8 million COVID-19 cases globally. There are 5,365,183 deaths worldwide, which is up roughly about 47.8 thousand since last week's report. And here in the United States, we have just went over 51.1 million confirmed cases and 798,997 deaths, which takes us up about 9,131 more lives that have been lost since our last report on last Tuesday. And of course, China hit 113,087 cases of COVID-19, 657 more since last week's report, and they're still holding remarkably at 4,849 COVID-19 deaths. Now, it was about 2 weeks ago when we started to hear more about this Omicron variant of COVID-19, and it only made up about 3% of the United States cases. And of course, by the week December 11th, that number had climbed to 12.6%. while the Delta variant accounted for 87% of COVID-19 cases here in the United States. Now, just a week later, Omicron accounts for 73.2 million, oh, I'm sorry, 73.2% of the COVID-19 cases here in the United States, while Delta is now only at an estimated 26.6%. So, my goodness, at first, the thinking was that the Omicron would not be a big deal here in the United States, that Delta would remain the predominant variation of COVID-19, but now it's Omicron. So, just stay safe, everybody. Now, as a result of all of this, more public schools have closed early for their Christmas winter break. And in the mean and between time, just in general, many experts and politicians are kind of urging school districts to keep their doors open going forward and not to return to virtual learning, because they say that, early research has shown that virtual classrooms are more harmful to students than the risk of developing severe illness from COVID. Now, to support their argument, there's a report from the McKinsey Insights that found that online learning left students up to 5 months behind in math and 4 months behind in reading. And schools with a majority Black population have suffered even more educational setbacks after pivoting to virtual classes. Now, studies have found that students are severely affected by the back and forth virtual to in-person classroom settings. And even the teachers and staff are being psychologically and emotionally impacted. It's crazy, some of the stories that we're hearing about, classroom behavior and everything. And this is an indicator that it's all kind of related to what these students and, again, as I just said, even adults have experienced in the last 18 months. It's definitely affected us psychologically and emotionally, and hopefully, prayerfully, there will be some compassion shown to all involved, because it really is something that we've never experienced before. And here we are still in the midst of it all. All right. And so other arenas in the world that have been impacted by this Omicron variant is the professional sports leagues. Yeah. So, the NBA postponed 5 games on Sunday with COVID impacted teams unable to field a squad, and no word yet on whether the popular Christmas Day NBA games will still take place. My goodness. The NHL, or the National Hockey League, will pause its season on Wednesday, 2 days earlier than the scheduled Christmas break. And of course, it's all in response to the COVID outbreak around the league. And then we've been hearing about the NFL teams that have also been affected. So this is huge. And, lastly, so far, the city of Los Angeles has been the only one to call off its New Year's Eve celebration. The jury's still out on New York and Chicago and some of the other major cities, and of course around the world. So we'll just watch it and see what happens, everybody. But in the mean and between time, continue to stay safe and protected. And, again, as we say every week, vaccinated or not, wear your mask and try to social distance as much as possible. And again, keep your immune system built up. For those who are not vaccinated, you want to boost your natural immunity by eating healthy foods to make sure you get the proper nutrients and vitamins. And if you don't, get the supplements, particularly from what I'm hearing, vitamin D3 and zinc and vitamin C. All right. Moving right along, let's look at some other news. Well, listen, if you're a real estate developer looking for a project, well, Sears has announced that it could be selling more of its real estate. In particular, the 273-acre corporate headquarters, which is located in the suburbs of Chicago. Now they're looking to sell it or redevelop it. So there's a nice little project for someone. And, just 2 days after negotiations broke down, this is good news for those who love YouTube and Disney. Yeah, YouTube and Disney finally reached a deal to reinstate Disney-owned channels to YouTube's streaming service. So those who are stuck on YouTube, you can now get Disney. All right. All right. And just one more story here. Amazon is holding off on its ban of cell phones in their warehouses in response to a rise in COVID cases and the deaths of 6 workers at a fulfillment center that was hit by a tornado last weekend. And let's go ahead and get into the stock market report as of about 12:30 p.m. today. The Dow was up 524.93 points to 35,457.66. S&P 500 was up also 69.13 points to 4,637.15. And the NASDAQ was up 272.93 points to 15,917. Gold dipped a bit, $2.36 to $1,788.49 per ounce, and oil is up 46 cents to $71.44 per barrel. All right, and one last thing, folks, before we get out of here. Just for fun, this is a story that I ran across while putting this quick little broadcast together for you guys. I ran across this story about Chrissy Teigen. You know who she is. She's married to R&B crooner John Legend, and she shared on her social media that her 5-year-old daughter, Luna, lost her first tooth. And in the process, I guess, of celebrating it or pulling it out or whatever, Teigen accidentally dropped the tooth down the sink. It fell down the sink. And so she really wanted the tooth so badly that she called a plumber and to help find the tooth if it was at all possible. And so the plumber showed up with plumbing camera technology, and I'm hearing that's very expensive. I guess folks do it when they lose their wedding rings and diamond bracelets and things of that nature. So here she is looking for that first tooth that fell from her daughter's gums. And so they began to, search for it. And lo and behold, they found it. They found the tooth. And so all is well in the Teigen Legend household. So anyway, I said all of that to share this bit of information with you, because this was something that I had been sitting on for a while, and I was just trying to figure out how to fit it into, the broadcast at some point during one of these shows. And so here it is. And I guess this is quite telling of what I have been busy doing for the last year or so, just little projects around the house. But this bit of information that I found online, captured my attention, I guess, because I had been dealing with some issues. And here it is. So here it is. So what I discovered is that there are 2 types of plungers in the world. When we think about plumbing issues and having plungers in the house to help us, with stop-ups. There's one with a cup at its end, that's for the sink, while the one without a cup on the end is for the toilet. Now, I know some of you have gotten past that in life and you don't need plungers. You got folks around you who handle that stuff for you, but I thought it was educational information. So, so what happened was I had a situation with my sink, my kitchen sink, and I went into this a hardware store and shared it with someone and that worked there, and they recommended a kitchen sink plunger, and I went, what? So then that's when I saw it, and then of course, like I said, here we are months later, and I ran across an article, like a do-it-yourself website or something, that described the two types of plungers. So one of the plungers again has a little cup at the bottom on the end, and that's the one that is for the sink. And then the one that is, I guess, just like a bowl, a upside down bowl on the end, that one is for the toilet. Isn't that interesting? So just, a word for the wise for, going forward in the future. If you find yourself having to get your sink cleared out or unstuck, you can know which plunger to buy if you don't already have them. All right. So that's just one more thing that I'm sharing with you all together. Actually, I have one other thing, and that's, I think about this song from years ago by that wonderful R&B group, The Emotions. What do the lonely do at Christmas? And according to some of the particular, what happened? Okay. Sorry about that. What many of them are saying is because of this new variant, folks will be spending time alone this Christmas. Those who are kind of like me and just want to be safe and keep other people safe, perhaps, and not even travel as you normally would to go home for Christmas to be with the family. So you may be forced to be home alone, do Christmas all alone. Again, the song, what do the lonely do at Christmas? Well, here's some things that you can do, and it's the same thing we've been doing, for the last year and a half, and that's virtual. Yeah, get online or on the phone, whatever is easier. I like to see faces and things, so just jump online and do some virtual visiting that way. You can also take the time to catch up on some binge watching or to finish up an online course that you may have been taking, or, just a day of do nothing. If you don't want to do anything at all, just chill and enjoy, your own company, play your favorite songs, practice. If you're learning a musical instrument, you can practice that. Just, you can get in the kitchen and experiment with different recipes and cooking. So there's a whole lot that you can do if you find yourself home alone this Christmas day. All right. So I just wanted to put that out and share that with you as well. I think I'm going to do all of the above. The day goes by so quick. It really does. So we just, plan out your day, get your day planned out, and enjoy. That's the main thing. All right. And so before we wrap up, let's just revisit our December 2021 word of the month. And again, it's in spirit, which means to encourage and enliven someone, which is pretty much what this whole month and holiday time is all about. So in spirit, try to use it as we wrap up the month of December, everybody. All right. And then I just want to send congratulations out to all of the Christmas giveaway winners. Congrats. I've heard from everyone. Everyone loves, absolutely love their prizes. And I'm so happy about it because I do put a little thought into what I put together there. So congratulations, everybody. And we'll do, we've been doing this on the show forever. So we'll, of course, do it next Christmas season. Now, for those who want to keep the spirit of giving and goodwill alive year round, if you have businesses, services, or products, we can do that. All you have to do is reach out to me and we can talk about it. Send an email to producer@marilynscafesociety.com, or if you just want to promote your business, gain additional listeners, a different market, and just increase your visibility. Reach out, producer@marilynscafesociety.com. And remember, when you get some time over the holiday, to visit the website. There you can link up with me on my social media platforms. Also, the blog link is there. There's always a new blog posted every week. And of course, thank you so much for checking out the YouTube channel. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Remember the Mondays with Marilyn email, marilynscafesociety@yahoo.com. Just shoot, an email to me. And I'll then have your email and just add you to that list. And I just send some inspirational, funny, sometimes thought provoking, one or two sentences to you to get your week started. All right. That's what that's about. So, I know this week, you guys are just getting it today because I told you my schedule has switched up on me, and I'm very, very busy, but, nevertheless, we got it to you. We got it to you this morning. So I hope you enjoyed it. All right. All right. Well, that is it. Before we go, we're just going to share what love is once again. And because we are in this Christmas, very special holiday season, that's what love is. All right. And if you don't do anything else until we talk again, be sure that you live, you laugh, and you love. As always, it's a pleasure and a privilege. And I look forward to seeing you on the next show. Peace, everybody. Have a good one.